In 26, we have the angle B, angle C, and side C of a triangle, and we want to find side A. So here I drew the triangle, filled in the information that we have, and we are given two angles and a side. So this is what we're given, two angles and a side. So that means we're going to use law of sines. Okay. Remember, if we have, let's just summarize, if we have two angles and a side, and we have, or if we have two sides and an angle, where the angle's not between the two sides, then we use law of sines. Okay, so we want to find A. So let's involve the proportion that involves side A. So that that would be sine A over A. All right, what is A equal to? Well, we can figure that out. Angle A, this is 80, so this must be 100. So we're going to use the proportion sine 100 over A because we want to involve side A because that's what we want to find. And use the proportion that we know. So we know 20 and we know 5, so let's use sine 20 over 5. All right, so we're just going to look up sine 100 and sine 20. So we have sine 100, that's 0.98. And sine 20, that's 0.34. Cross multiply 0.34a is equal to 0.98 times 5. So a is equal to 0.98 times 5 over 0.34. And that's equal to 14.4. So that's what we have for side A. In B, here's our triangle, 30 degrees for A, and side C is 10, side A is 9, and we want to find angle C. So we're given side-side angle. All right, notice the angle's not between the two sides. That means law of sines. All right, so let's use a proportion that involves angle C, because that's what we want to find. So we have sine C over 10 equal, and now the other proportion that we know, sine 30 over 9. Sine 30 is 0.5. So here we multiply, we get 10 times 0.5, that's 5, is equal to 9 times sine C. So sine C is equal to 5 over 9. And let me just approximate that. Okay, so that's approximately 0.56. We'll do our inverse sine, and we get approximately 34 degrees. That's our quadrant 1 solution. We'll see if we have a quadrant 2 solution. So we're going to subtract 180, subtract 34. So our quadrant 2 solution, let me write 146, and that came from 180 subtract 34. Now we have to make sure this is not too big for a triangle, so let's add 146 plus what we already have in our triangle, 30 degrees, and we get 176. We did not go over 180, so we have two solutions for C, 146 and 34, two possible angles. In part C, we are given three sides. All right, C is 2, side C, side B is 4, and side A is 3. We want to find angle C. Alright, so this situation is a side, side, side situation, so we're going to use law of cosines. Now we want to find angle C, so I'm going to circle angle C and the two sides that make up angle C and the opposite side, and that'll guide me in writing out my law of cosines. So I have 2 squared, that's by itself on the left, is equal to 3 squared plus 4 squared minus 2, 3 times 4, cosine C. Alright, so let's work this out. So we have 4 is equal to 9 plus 16 minus 2 times 3 times 4, that's 24, cosine C. So we have 4 is equal to 25 minus 24 cosine C. Subtract 25 from both sides. So we have negative 21 is equal to negative 24 cosine C. And now divide, and we have minus 21 over minus 24 is equal to cosine C. So of course these negatives cancel. So let's just look at, let's approximate that. 21 divided by 24. So I have 0.875. And I'm going to do inverse cosine. And I get that C is equal to 28.95, so that's about 30 degrees. I'll write 28.95. Let me just write 28.9. Sorry, it's about 29 degrees. Okay. In part D, we're given angle A is 20, side C is 5, side B is 10, and we want to find side A. So we're given side, angle, side. Notice the angles in between the two sides, so we're going to use law of cosines. And let's write out the law of cosines. We're going to put A squared by itself on the left, and so that'll be, this information will go on one side and this information on the other side. So A squared on the left, and this information 5 squared plus 10 squared minus 2, 5 times 10, cosine of the angle in between, cosine 20. All right. So we have A squared is equal to 25 plus 100 minus 2 times 5 times 10, that's minus 100, cos 20. All right, let's figure out cos 20 on our calculator. It's approximately 0.94. Okay, approximately 0.94. I'll continue down here. So we have A squared is equal to 125 minus 0.94. Sorry, minus 0.94 times 100. Let me put that 100 in there. All right, so A squared is equal to 125 minus 94. Okay. So we have A squared is equal to 30, and A is the square root of 31. All right, we can approximate that. It's approximately 5.6. And then number 20, we want to find the area of a triangle. Here's our triangle. A is 20 degrees. Side C is 5 and side B is 10. As long as we have one corner of the triangle, we can use our formula. So our formula for the area is equal to 1/2 side times side, sine of the angle in between. Okay, and that's equal to 1/2 5 times 10, that comes out to 25. And let's say sine 20, remember that was, let me look at that, sine 20.34. And let's just multiply by 25, and we get approximately 8.6. So that's for the area. All right, let me just add this. If this were in inches, the units would be square inches.